please say hello to my guests, Robert Kirkman, Scott N. Gibble, Jeffrey D. Morgan, Andrew Lincoln, Lenny James, all on one couch together. So, as the all-out war storyline wraps up, there's clearly a beard war happening. But was this?
I'm gonna win this.
Still got 2 weeks.
Still got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now the beard's protecting the throat, I see.
Exactly right.
Yeah. Oh, was this satisfying to finally wrap up this storyline, Andy?
Yeah, well, it was. I mean, when I read the script, I was a bit concerned when I slit his throat, because up until now, Jeffrey D. Morgan has been amazing, you know, and one of the greatest assets he's brought to the show is the fact that at the end of each season he does a 3-page monologue. so when I slit his throat, I kind of thought,
oh, he's gonna have to be quiet.
It's gonna have to be me. And I've never seen him look so happy with so much blood on his chest.
It was a mercy. It was a mercy killing.
He went, you go. He had a coffee, a cappuccino.
Take it home. You take it home.
Go on. Good luck.
Well, just some reactions from around the internet. I don't want to live on Twitter says, thank you, Rick. This is the right way to go. Negan does need to live, but his ways need to die. Josh Flowers once says, Rick is doing this for Carl. I'm glad in a way they are following the comics with keeping Negan alive. Tisha Draven, Triple X says, plot twist. Negan and Rick fall in love and grow tomatoes, and we all live happily ever after. It was Carl's vision. Carl's vision was, I want 2 dads. How emotional was that, or intense? Just anything you can tell us about the final brawl with Andy.
I mean, any time that Andy and I shared the screen or shared a scene, it gets intense, and that's. I think we bring that out in each other, and I think certainly the last fight. I mean, we kind of kicked the smack at it.
Yeah.
Not meaning to. It's just kind of where it goes. I mean, that's the kind of intensity that sort of scene needs.
But there was what was the one you had the line eeny meeny? You forgot miney in one take.
Oh, right.
And Amy Lacey, the continuity woman, just went, Jeffrey, it's miney.
Yeah.
And I was on the floor with my padded chest, and I went.
Because I've been kicking him, you know, like a lot of takes.
So then he had to go back to
that's it.
All morning.
I was kicking you all morning.
I did have to get that mining.
Yeah, Scott was there too, saying you got to have.
It took
mining.
a
I don't know how I forgot the eeny, meeny, mighty mo of it all. By the way,
but he took an extra run up for that kick, and I was like, no.
Oh, so you're wearing some sort of protective padding, and then he's laying into you.
Just a little.
Just
bit.
a little.
Not
bit,
a lot of padding.
But it was payback because I did accidentally graze his nose.
He broke my nose earlier in the season.
What?
Yeah.
He took it like a champ.
But what do you think makes Rick just flat out slit Negan's throat in that moment?
Well, I think that it was, you know, well, it is a kind of, it was the when I read it, it was the scoundrel's play. Is the fact that, you know, he has this extraordinary journey with Morgan when he realizes that, you know, the killing ain't gonna take the pain away. So I thought that he'd learned his lesson, you know, through this man, you know, and actually when he gets to that point, I think that it's just vengeance up until that point. And I think in the moment that he says, you know, the kid didn't know a damn thing, he realizes where he's about to go and what he's about to become. And I think in that moment, in that fleeting moment, that's when he decides, if I continue with this, if I don't try and save this man's life, it's over. You know, and so I think it is ultimately a story about restraint rather than revenge, and love rather than hate, which is has always been integral to our show.
And trying to hold on to civilization. They obviously want to rebuild civilization.